So I'm coming to your concept of permission, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is an intent and then there is an action. And what you
Mm-hmm.
really say is between intent and action is really where permission lies, which is the permission that you
Yeah,
give to yourself, right?
that's right.
Can you uncover and explain what does permission mean?
Mm. So I'll tell you a short story about how I came to it because I think it's relevant, which is that my background is in social change. My background is in sort of international development. I'm not a life coach. Um, and I, at a very young age, I'm American, came to South Africa, started to work all over Africa in very complex change situations. So in every single one of them, I was present with people trying to navigate profound change in their lives, either because they wanted to or because they had to. And quite honestly, frankly, coming up short, despite the fact that I had, I worked for very well funded organizations with lots of information, facts, tools at our disposal. We'd often, try and sort of catalyze or engineer change and find, people are not responding. They're not acting, as you say. We have an intent of helping them. They are not acting. Right in the middle of that, as you've pointed out, is them giving themselves permission to follow our advice, to take our lead. And I found myself at a young age sort of going, listen, I can give people everything under the sun. I can't give them permission. You've got to decide for yourself how you're going to change, whether you're going to change. Do you want to? And are you going to deal with the consequences of that action? So, and as I say in the book, it's not that I think a lot of adults sit around going, oh, I need, Swami to give me permission to change. It's not a conscious waiting for it per se, although I think there's tremendous amounts of unconscious waiting for it. It's that they've never explicitly given it to themselves. They've never elevated their own sense of personal authority to the level of saying, yes, I can make change and I am going to make this change. So, as I describe in the book, I think in a time of rapid change and consistent change, embedding this sort of permission mindset into your way of operating to tie some of this together is really critical because you're going to be forced with a lot of things and you need to act quickly and you need to act in ways that might feel unfamiliar. And so if you are sitting there kind of frozen, hesitant, flat-footed, going, I don't know, wanting somebody to tell you whether or not what you're doing is correct, you will be very slow to move in the face of rapid change. And so, the book is about kind of encouraging people and inviting them to get a little bit more intentional about
Mm.
the permissions we give ourselves in this rapidly changing world.